remember back in my videos, I found a black canola chirp pentagonal right on the side of this rock, and then another smoker pentagonal made a kind of glossy gray chirp. I just got another point scraping in here. There's not much on the base clay. I've got this place hammered, but I saw this first. That's a piece of Coshocton flint. Blue black, real high glossy. And then right down here is a little point, and it's like a pentagonal dart base. It's right here. Look at that reworked tip on that. It's almost got an awl tip on it. It's perfect. I thought it had damage days like I normally do. I'm only gonna stay out a couple hours today too. I gotta finish mowing my yard and weed eat and clean up stuff, but that ain't bad. I got a point, and I've been sifting up the river about an hour. I got about an hour left, and you know, I got some flakes, but I ain't finding much. Like I said, this is beat up. I've just sifted this. I found a bunch of points right in here where I'm standing though. But you know, when you're finding stuff, you always want to come back and it gets destroyed. But that's pretty cool. After this, I'll show you some more pentagonals and pentagonal darts with the real good camera. We'll take a look at some of them. That's a good find for. All right, I'm sifting in here in this rock, and you know, I find artifacts every trip. It's just how nice they are. See how this piece of pottery has a curve to it? This is like a Mississippian, probably water bottle made of clay that come up like that. It's some kind of pot like that, and this is out of the neck of it. It probably was a little less flared. It's probably like this, about like that. You can see there, that's about what that looked like. It's just a fragment of it. I just got this. This looks like a failed end scraper. You can see the pressure flakes right where they've come off, right there on the edge. I'll show you with that better camera. And they tried to get a lip on it, but it's got a stack on it. It's made out of a little river cobble chert. It's been started to work. I'd say that's the start of an end scraper, and they threw it down. They might even have used it as a scraper. It's got that curve to it. Nothing to brag about, but it's kind of cool how it started and not completely finished. You can see what that material looks like. It's real nice in the inside of that river cobble. Alright, I'm in West Virginia now. I'm going to start another video. I will film these pentagonals. This is, I should be metal detecting over here. It's a rocky clay bottom. Everything's laying right on it. I found pewter buttons and some old coins here in the past. And like some lead bale seals that are real old, and I found some old bottles, and there's a lot of breaking up glass. This is the kind of place you want to metal detect. See, the base clay's right here, and all this rock and stuff's laying right on it out of a high bank, right below a major town. There's stuff here to metal detect. I could stay here all day and come here for weeks and metal detect and get videos every day. I'd find enough in the videos to make enough interesting videos. I might start doing it. But I want to buy a waterproof metal detector first. But whatever I find here sifting will be in the next video, and I might come here and metal detect, because look at this. Look at these cut banks. All of this stuff's laying right here. It'd be a good spot to detect, that's for sure. See, right there's the base clay, and all this stuff's just stuck right on it. You wouldn't even have to hardly dig, and the farther you go out in the water, the thicker the gravel layer gets. And every time waves come in and stuff, it changes. It pushes it around, almost like plowing it. But I will get back on the pentagonals and the point I found today, and look forward to another video, because I'm going to stay here till I find at least one thing. Later. Alright, here's the little point from this video. It's got that wee little tip on it. You can see it's definitely worked like that. That's pretty crazy. But this is what it is. It's in this pentagonal family of points. Right here is more of the pentagonal dart. I found this one on video. It's like an Arrowhead thin pentagonal dart. And then you get into some of these other ones and they're knives. Here's like a knife, but is it a knife? See how thin the tip are. I'm not sure all of these are knives. I think some of the 5-sided one were used as darts too. But you can see some of them don't have the classic pentagonal shape, but these came right in around these 5-sided ones like this one. There's a Brush Creek chert one. You can see the orange spot right on it right there. I'll show you that up close in a minute. That's a good example of Brush Creek chert right there. See the little fossils running up the center? But this is a pentagonal point. You can tell by the notches. See how they're just kind of punched from one side? You can see it in there. This is a pentagonal point right around these 5-sided knives, and you get some of these and they don't have the pentagonal shape, but they're pentagonals. You can tell by the edge work and the chipping on the point. See, here's another one right off a pentagonal site. Look at the bases on them, exact. You can kind of see the spurs there, right in there and right in there, but I'd say this was an Arrowhead thin dart versus a pentagonal knife. Like same with this one. Look at this flint ridge, blue, red. You can see the spur right there. It's a pentagonal for sure. That's a nice flint ridge. The blue's hard to find. See that? Look at this side. Look at that material. Here's another dart, and you can see the basal thinning strike on it to facilitate hafting. That would have been hafted like right to there, and that's a dart point, and it's associated with these pentagonals. And this is what this thing is I found today. Look at the base on this one and look at the base on this one. Same site, these 2 points. Some of these are off another site, but they're about half. Half are from one site, half are from another pentagonal site. Here's one I found on video. It's Flint Ridge. It's kind of cream Flint Ridge. You can see the crystal right there. And the classic pentagonal spurs, and I was pretty happy when I found that. Here's another classic one. It's got, you can see the like inclusions in it. They're like little fossils. You can see thickest at the base. Yeah, get that to focus. Thickest at the base, thinnest at the tip. See the chipping there. Here's one I sifted on video. It just glows. It's real nice. Here's another one. I'd say it's a dart. It's a pentagonal dart right off a pentagonal site. I sifted this one last summer. Here's another dart. It's a pentagonal associated point. Like you call this a pentagonal 5-sided Ahia knife, but this point's associated with them, and this is like the dart, Arrowhead dart. It's what I think anyway. And now we're over into these. Here's a table rock from the last video. You can see how high quality the material is here, and then here's a bunch more of them. See, look at this. A lot of people would call that a hoop well, but it's not. Polished smooth. And look at the material on all of them. All of them are made of high quality, colorful material. Look at this one right here. This is Flint Ridge too. That's a table rock off the river. Same with this one. Bottleneck table rock. I think they're mid-archaic to late archaic cultural period. Here's another one. It's red jasper. It's real nice. A real good one. Here's another one. Real high quality Flint Ridge material. Real translucent. Real polished base and notches. And here's several. I just found this one. It's red and green. I'd call that jasper. It's a blunt. Here's another really unique blunt. It's like got a chisel tip on it. And it's a table rock base for sure. You can see it. But you get into places and sometimes you'll get them like this. Look at this thing. Look at this bottleneck. That's crazy. Look at this side of it now. beautiful material. All of them are made of beautiful material like this, but that pretty much shows what this is. Look at the base compared to this one and the rest of them. And this one's from my last video. I just found that, so if you haven't watched my last video, you want to see it, watch it. See, here's another one. Here's another one that's almost similar to that one. Like a mile up the river. I just hadn't been on this spot where I found this one, and they're even down. It looks like the same dude almost made them. It's all sharpened down. Look at the material. Same exact point. Look at them. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we're going to look at one more piece here. I found this early on my channel. You know what that is for all you Arrowhead guys. It's a fluted clovis. It's ground up to about right there on both edges, just smooth, and the base. Multiple flutes on each side. That's worked that way too. It's kind of like it was used, and here you can see it. Nice sheen on it, real nice patina. You get some real close-ups here of it. That's a beautiful point. I have other big knives and stuff I found around it, and I have a fluted end scraper and like a couple other paleo tools. I haven't found nothing on the site since though. I just looked at earlier today too. Nothing. But there you go. Here's a good look at some pentagonals, and here's the point in this video again. You can see exactly what it is there. Look at the bases, the one beside it. This is classic Brush Creek Church, Crooksville. See the orange spots on it. It's exactly what that is, Brush Creek pentagonal. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this outing. I will get back out in a day or so. I'm glad to be able to show you this stuff. I can, because I don't get rid of anything. I keep every point I find, and have for 35 years. And I look all the time. That's why I can do this. Later.